Swathiramya, Assistant Professor, AIDS Department, SNS College of Engineering. You are here with me in IOT lecture series. And previous video we were discussing about the logical design of IOT. Logical design of IOT, which will give you only the abstract representation of entities and the process related with it, but it does not give you any low level specification or implementation of it, because the lower level specification and the things which is needed for actual implementation will be given in the physical design of IoT. From the name, it will give you only the logical things of IoT. So here we have been categorizing into the three blocks: IoT functional block, IoT communication model, and IoT communication API. Okay, when you start with the functional blocks, you have the components related with the functional block, starting from the device, sensors, actuators, and the data has been collected with the help of device. It has been need to communicate it. So next, the communication block, the data has to provide the need a security. So next block will be the security, and it has to be managed by someone else. So you need a block called management. And thirdly, you do everything to make to provide some services, either for controlling the device or to view the status of the device. So it will come under the topic called services. So end of the day, you need APIs for the user and the device. So you have the part called application. These all comes under functional blocks of API. So we have been discussed already about it, and next block will be the IoT communication model. When you go for a communication model, it has been divided into 4 models. So in the first video, we have been discussing about the request response model. It is very clear. Client will ask for some data or resources. Server will process the client request, and server will fetch the particular data from the resources, and it will reply to the client. It's so simple as normal client and server response methodology that will be there in request and response. Next model will be the publish subscription model. As I told you before, it is like YouTube subscriptions. When you subscribe for some channels, you will get the notification whenever the video has been uploaded or where it is published. Similarly, the publisher will publish the data. The broker, you have the in between the middleman, that is called broker. The broker only the publisher will not know where our message is going. So the broker will have the messages which has been sent by, the data which has been published by the publisher, and it has the subscribers list also. So when the publisher publish the data on that particular topic, only the particular customer will receive the messages. This how the publish and subscribe model works. Next model will be the push and pull model. It is very simple. Here also you have the publisher, okay, and here you have a publisher, queue, and customer. Publisher will send a message to the queue. So the publisher messages all will be put into the queues, different queues, okay. So whenever the messages will be pushed to the queue, and the messages will be pulled by the customer from the queue. That's how it has been named it as a push and pull, okay. Publisher will push or send a data to the queue, and the data will be pulled by, or a data message or data will be pulled by the customer. It's a communication model in which the data producer push the data to the queues, and the consumer will pull the data from the queue. The procedures do not need to be aware, the producers or publisher do not need to be aware of the. Here also the publishers will not know, or does not know anything about the customer who going to access the informations. The queues will help in decoupling the messages between the publishers or producers and consumers, okay. The queues also act as a buffer. The queue will be acting as a database, kind of database. It's a buffer which helps in the situation when there is a mismatch between the rate at which the producers push the data and the rate, and it will rate at which the the consumer has to pull the data. The queue is a very important part here. The publisher does not know what kind of where the information is going, which customer is going to pull the messages and all. The producer or the publisher will put the data into the queue. They will push the data into the queue, and the message is whenever the customer needs the message, they will pull the message from the customer from the queue. So queue will act as a controlling thing, and also queue will act as a buffer or like a database. It will have all kind of things. So the consumer only can pull the data with the help of queue knowledge, okay, and also it will control the rate of data transfer between the consumer and the queue. All things will be handled by the queue, okay. So with this you can understand what actually was push and pull. So with this I will wind up this session, and the next session I will be discussing about the exclusive pair model, okay. Bye bye, see you.